Hey there. Okay, so now we have a new president, and I'm one of those people who thinks he's a narcissistic sociopath, so this hasn't been a happy day for me. I know a lot of my friends and family think he's just a number one, and this brings me to people pleasing. You see, I've always been a people pleaser, and there's a lot of things in life that I've kind of hidden my opinion about that I thought might hurt somebody's feelings. I say some things that I say a lot of dumbass things. I don't think twice about that. But when it comes to maybe hurting somebody's feelings, there have been so many times in my life where I have tried to just project what I think the other person wants to hear, and I'm over that. I'm big time over that. Recently, over the past year of my life, 2 years, a lot of changes have taken place, and I've had to kind of reframe what my reality is. And I realized that where I've been lately has been pleasing everybody else, pleasing the work situation that I was in because it wasn't my first love. And I think as a mom and as a wife, it's a natural thing and not a bad thing to want to try and please and comfort those who you live with. But I also realized, in all my I've been saved stories, I realize that boils down to people pleasing a lot. And politically, I have people pleased in that I try so desperately to understand other people's point of view, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. That I find I've often not fully projected what my opinion is. And even though I still don't want to scream right now that I think everybody else is a bunch of idiots, I realize it's just this deep internal struggle to be kind of polite and lovely to other people and appreciate your differences, but also being really true to yourself and not ignoring the part of you that gets so angry or just completely disagrees with another person. But how can you be that way without coming across as a bitch? But then I'm thinking, like, I don't really care if people think I'm a bitch. So that's kind of where I am. It's this little dynamic of not caring anymore, but having been used to caring about what everybody else thought for a while. So I'm emerging, I'm changing. I was realizing this stage of my life is really awkward. My kids are in middle school, which is a very awkward stage, right? They're growing, they're trying to come out of childhood into teenagerhood and discover who they are. And it involves a lot of smells and a lot of anger that they project towards their parents because we're the easiest targets, and a lot of mistakes. But there's also a lot of great stuff in there too. I mean, my kids are pretty awesome. But I also want to protect them. I want to protect them from all of the bad stuff that happens in middle school. The teachers that are jerks, the kids that are jerks, and then there's teachers that are wonderful, and then there's friends who are cool. And I realize that in a way, that's the stage I'm going through right now. I'm going through this awkward stage of adulthood where I'm coming out of, I don't know what stage. I had my part in my life where I pursued the career I always wanted, and I did very well at it for many, many years. And then I turned my attention towards having a family and a marriage, and my husband and I owned a business which was successful, and that ended in a way that was really sucky. And I'm coming out of that. So for the first time, I'm not working on a regular basis outside the home. I do some acting jobs here and there, but and I don't live in a mecca of entertainment. And sometimes that's depressing because I really thought maybe I'd be a famous movie star, maybe a moderately successful television star, maybe at least somebody that got a national commercial now and then. And I did do a lot of that at one point. I didn't do a lot of famous movie star stuff, so anyway, I just want to say each day in life is a struggle. And I try so very, very hard to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to be a happy, sparkly Muppet. But some days, I think it's gonna have to be okay for there to be cloudy days when your guy didn't win and you're a little depressed and feel a little alone and a little awkward and don't feel like you're making good grades at life. And I wish there was a support group for that, for middle age. Now what am I gonna do? Am I prepared for high school, whatever high school is of middle age? So anyway, I wonder what you guys think. How are you getting through this next phase of life? Those of you who are in this phase of life. Anyway, I try to be happy, even though a lot of days I seriously struggle. But soon it'll be spring, and hopefully there'll always be something else to look forward to. So that's my story today.